Welcome to all of you to our Patreon channel. Today, I will try to start making another batch of my citrus peels vinegar. For these reasons, I have some citrus peels right over here. I have my blender pitcher, and I will add all my citrus peels right in here. So most of this is leftovers from juicing citrus. I have 600. It's a lot, actually. About 1 kilogram of citrus peel, which is a lot. 144.3 grams. So this I will blend with some water. I will add some water because otherwise it will not blend. And then we'll add some sugar and let this ferment for, I don't know, as much as it needs to convert to alcohol, and then we'll try to make vinegar out of this. I already have a successful attempt, but this will follow everything step by step. So I'm starting with blending water and citrus peel. I will add some water or water, depending on where in the world you are. And I will try to get to about 2 kilos in total. Right now I have 1500 grams. Let's say I'll go to 800 grams. 700, 740, and just a little bit more. And then I will blend everything. See what the consistency is. I will probably add some more water. 809 grams. And then I will add about 30% of sugar because we will need the sugar for the fermentation to start. And I will put everything in this Cambro container and then let it on the counter to ferment for as long as it takes for the alcohol to start developing. Okay, so blending time. I will not make you watch me blend this, and I will come back and everything will be blended. Okay, so I have everything blended, and I think that I will add just a little bit more water to make it about 2,000 grams or 2 kilos in total. So I have 224 right now, and I will put everything in this container. So I will need 30% of sugar. So 30% of 100 grams is 30, right? Of 1,000 grams is 300. Of 2,000 grams is 600. So I will need 600 grams of sugar, which is a lot of sugar. In fact, I will use this. I'm not sure if this container will hold everything. Maybe I'll have some issues, but I will do my best. I will try. So I start, I tear, and then I will try to put 600 grams of sugar. And of course, I only have 400, so I will need 200 more. So another 200 of sugar. 4, 5, 580, 590, 6. And the rest will go into the container. So I have sugar on hand. I need this. And then I will add everything, remove everything from the scale, and I will add everything here. It was kind of hard on the blender despite the fact that I have a professional blender. It's a lot of ingredients. I have some more in here and I will mix in a second. Okay, I'm starting to mix everything. I think that I will need a bigger container because once this starts to ferment, it will start rising up. I've never tried such a big batch of citrus vinegar. I was inspired by some yuzu vinegar that I saw at one of the bigger stores here in the city. I didn't know that you can make vinegar out of citrus peel, but I looked into it and I did my first batch. I tried my first batch and I'm using it right now in the kitchen. So this one is the second batch, but I think that I will definitely need to use a bigger container. I have some more citrus peel here. The one important thing is that you don't add the yellow part of the citrus peel. I could have blanched the citrus peels first. I didn't do that, but I could have done it so I could eliminate some of the bitterness. But I decided on balance not to do that. So this will go into a bigger container if I have one. And yes, I have a bigger container. So you can now watch me transfer everything here. Because once everything starts to ferment, the level will rise up and I will have a big problem because everything will overflow. So the sugar that was on the bottom is right now on the top. And I will need to mix everything very well. So this is my substrate, which will need to ferment. And I will measure the sugar level at some point. But for now, I will let it sit like this on the counter. I'll cover it. I will write the date, which today is the 21st of May, 2026. So we'll find out how long this will need to ferment. And then after it ferments and converts into alcohol, I'll add some of the old batch of citrus vinegar, which is alive, and it will turn into vinegar. So it will be a long process. It will take at least a month, I think, because the temperature right here in the kitchen is about 19 degrees Celsius right now, which is not very high, and the fermentation will be very slow. So yeah, I will figure out where to put this, somewhere in a nice corner. I have my fermentation station right here on the right side, but I don't have the space because I have a lot of things fermenting right now. So this will go somewhere nice and warm, and it will go on for about 2 weeks, and then we will check it and I will post another video. So thanks for watching for now. We're trying to uncook stuff on this Patreon channel. This is my first video in this series, so subscribe and keep in touch, and you will see what will happen and how this will convert into a nice citrus vinegar, which I will use in my classes. See you next time. And of course, let's not forget the cleanup process, which is the most unrewarding thing ever. But every act of cooking requires an equal but really unpleasant act of cleaning. So everything must be cleaned up. And then I will move to my next project. And you can watch the video on our Patreon channel.